It is Cyber Monday, so millions of people will be looking for bargains online, but probably not on Facebook. Most retailers haven't quite figured out how to sell merchandise on the social media site. But as Michelle Miller reports, they could learn a thing or two from one Facebook mom, this North Carolina customer.
The constant hum of sewing machines fills this converted medical supply building in Lexington, North Carolina. It's music to Brandy Tysinger Temple, who founded this little can-do company with a funny name.
Lolly Wally Doodle.
Lolly Wally Doodle.
That's a mouthful.
Yes.
Where did that name come from?
My niece Lolly. She's like, well, what are you going to name your store? And I was like, I don't know, Lolly Wally Doodle. I said, let's just name it that.
Temple has built a company as unconventional as its name. From her garage, the mother of four started making dresses into the wee hours of the morning, using this Brothers sewing machine, a Mother's Day gift from her husband. 6 years later, she employs 90 people who design, cut, stitch, and ship children's clothing all across the country. The merchandise is flying off the shelves.
How many things do you make a day?
Well, we make anywhere from, depending on the complexity of the garment, anywhere from 600 to 900 a day.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
Temple doesn't have a boutique, nor does she sell her clothes in a retail store. Instead, almost everything made here is sold on Facebook.
So I decided, I thought, you know what, I just want to move this merchandise, put it on my Facebook page, which at the time had between 143, 153 fans. And in just like 30 seconds, it was like bam, bam, bam. Gone.
She had struck sales gold. Within days, all her fashions were being snapped up, and it hasn't stopped. Lolly Wally Doodle's page now has more than 400,000 likes. Every day, up to 10 items pop up in shoppers' news feeds. Buying is as easy as leaving a comment, says Chief Operating Officer Emily Hickey.
So you type in your email address, the size of the item that you want. If you want it monogrammed, you would type in your daughter's initials. We then email you an invoice. When it's paid, we then start making the orders in the factory.
The company's revenues grew a whopping 300% last year, while big retailers like JCPenney, Gap, and Nordstrom have shuttered their Facebook stores. Lolly Wally Doodle figured out how to leverage Facebook connections to generate sales.
They could actually create the whole commerce experience within the news feed on Facebook, and people really started to love and give her feedback on what she was doing, and she's been able to scale her business tremendously.
Temple says Facebook alone isn't responsible for her success. At its core, LWD is a family business. Her husband, Will, who lost his job a few years ago, found and built this new factory, and all of her children have put time in here as well. Then again, Temple considers all her employees family. Many she hired with little more than a sad story on their resumes.
Davina came to us, and she had never sewn, she had never cut, but she was so eager, and she really wanted a job. And Davina lost her family, her 2 children, in a car accident by a drunk driver.
When my kids passed, I joined MAD, which is Mothers Against Drunk Driving. But I was talking to Brandy about it the other day. She gave us $1,000 for our chapter.
Temple is extremely proud of bringing manufacturing jobs back to this economically ravaged corner of North Carolina.
There's so many of these people who have shared their stories of how this was their last hope. This is what saved their house.
And even though she's now the boss, she still takes shifts on the sewing room floor. She even managed to teach this rusty sewer something new.
That is not bad at all.
That's not too bad. When you're on the floor here, do you sometimes pinch yourself?
No, I don't. It's so awesome to sit down in a machine, and it just feels like it's still in my garage.
Proving that passion is the fabric of the American dream. For CBS This Morning, Michelle Miller, Lexington, North Carolina.